What's going on, my beautiful people? What is going on, my beautiful people? On this beautiful Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday indeed. I want to touch a little bit on what I said Sunday. I gave a trail word on being consistent, and when I gave that word, what I had put in there was this little piece that a lot of people forget about. They forget about that if your mental is not right, then you jump out and try to start a business that you'll have to keep starting over, because you're going to lack consistency from that alone. You're going to lack consistency because your mind is so boggled that you're actually trying to follow a trend instead of going at your own pace, trying to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, and we're just going to lay that right there. Being in charge is not for everybody, because if everybody was in charge, you know, we top heavy, we won't have no workers, okay? But right now we got billions of workers walking around, you know, and the people in charge, they're able to stay up there because they've made it so they have a surplus amount of workers so they can stay where they are, you know. But we got to make sure our mental right. A lot of people are, and I talk to enough people to know this, you know, you got to isolate and stop keeping up with the Joneses and stop being people please. These things that I'm saying, they are the core to a lot of people's problem. A lot of people are struggling mentally because they can't break loose. They can't isolate from the crowd and put their head down and work and do the work. They don't feel like they're enough. They need people to validate them at all times. They need reassurance at all times from other people, not themselves. You got to be able to assure yourself. Okay, you got to be able to validate yourself. You was not born with a crowd. That's why I made that post up there. I said, pull your bootstraps up, you out of crowd. You got to go. Sometimes you got to leap out there and take those risks without nobody. Everybody ain't going to be able to walk with you, baby. Walk with me, Lord. That's why you got Lord with you. You got the Lord with you. You don't need nobody else, okay? So y'all got to stay mindful of that and keep that in mind that, you know, you're not going to always have nobody with you. But first and foremost, take care of your mental so you can keep going. A lot of people are not consistent because they keep on tormenting themselves mentally. And you're going back and forth and you're fighting with the mental and you're fighting with everything in between. And it's causing you to not be able to stay consistent in your line of work, your gift, your craft, whatever God gave you. Because mentally you're not right. You know, a lot of people are not right mentally. They don't love themselves properly, and it shows in the work, you know, and how they so disheveled and so emotional on social media and just all up and down and in and out. It's nothing but the mental. It starts with the mindset, it ends with the mindset. We got to get it together, okay? Before you go jumping out here in the business, before you go jumping out here doing anything, make sure your mental is right. Practice motivation. We're here to build a mindset, baby. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to show you what I